Okay, here's some survey questions. This is the 2012 Presidential Platform Survey.
Do you think they really have the slightest interest in your opinion, or do they just wait
Not
for you
mine.
to get to the end where they give you a chance to donate?
Not mine.
No,
but
not anybody's.
Not anybody's, but the least would be mine.
They want your opinion.
I could send them.
When I get those surveys, I answer them honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and a lot of times, honestly, I'm disagreeing with whoever's asking the survey, and then I mail them back. I don't give them any money.
Well, that's nice.
They say they want to have my opinion, so I give them my opinion.
All these surveys are coded, by the way. They can figure out who answers what.
No, they don't, because they keep sending them to me.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
If that made sense, they wouldn't send me any.
Here's the thing. You check strongly favor, in favor impeachment. You get the right boxes checked. They'll call you and get some cash from you. I mean, they'll run you down. All right, here's some of the survey questions. Do you believe Barack Obama has used the presidency and powers of his office to look out for the concerns and interests of Americans like you?
No. That's clearly not true.
Okay.
You know, we're one of the 1% despoilers, the people who, because of their selfishness, are keeping this country from prosperity.
Well, you don't need
we're only giving the government about 40 or 50% of our income.
You just have to answer the survey. You don't have to give an explanation.
Is there a box for absolutely not, or just no?
Just
okay.
answer it. We can't get through this survey if we got
He's looking out for him.
With everyone. Okay. President Obama has indicated that if reelected, he will fight to increase tax rates on individuals and families he considers to be wealthy. Do you support Obama's position?
No, I do not. Do you? Do you?
The question is like...
You're the one who got the survey. How are you going to answer it?
You know, are you tired of beating your wife? This question is ridiculous on it.
It's ridiculous. No, it just says he favors raising taxes on the wealthy.
No, he says...
It's clearly...
He says he considers to be wealthy. He has stated a figure of $250,000 net income upon which he won't tax
It's a very flexible figure, actually, with Obama.
Do you believe that...
But wait a minute.
Can we go on with the survey?
No, this is your... I just want to know how you answer the question before we go on.
I told you how I'd answer that question.
Oh, you did?
I wouldn't answer it at all because the question is not objectively stated. The premise of the question is false. And it's like, have you quit beating your wife?
Let's restate the question.
Yes or no? What is?
Obama wants to raise taxes on the wealthy, right?
Yes.
There's no question about it.
On people above a certain income level.
Right. Do you favor that position?
Yes, I do. In order to handle the deficit. I think we have to do it.
All right, let me ask you another question.
I want to cut spending, too, though.
Do you believe that sending more money to Washington is going to lower the deficit?
That's a false dilemma. That's a false dilemma. Sending money to Washington sounds like somebody carrying up a bag of cash.
You said you want to pay more taxes to lower the deficit. So then the question becomes...
That's a policy question. I'm saying as a policy, we need to raise taxes in order to face the deficits that we have, and we need to cut spending. Okay, in my opinion, we need to do both.
Okay.
But if you're talking responsible people do want to do both.
What if you're just raising taxes uncoupled from having anything to do with the deficit?
Well, I disagree
It just goes up there for more, Nancy Pelosi projects and wasteful, every goofy green idea they're going to throw a few billion at it with your tax money.
A few goofy Republican ideas, too. But no,
loads of them.
But I favor cutting the spending, too.
That's the problem.
All right, now, do you believe that the policies of Barack Obama have helped create good jobs and improve the economy in your area?
No.
Okay, good. Would you support a phased-in increase in the retirement eligibility age for Social Security benefits that would not affect anyone over the age of 50?
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay. Should
We're going to have to. Something's got to change.
Of course it does. Well, it's not as bad as Medicare, but yes, it does have to change.
Yeah, Medicare is...
Should retirees be exempt from property tax increases on their residence?
No.
Okay.
Good grief.
Would you support allowing individuals under the age of 50 to opt to put a portion of their Social Security withholdings into private accounts that they control but cannot access without penalty until their retirement?
Yes.
So you have a bunch of people who have no idea what they're doing. They depend on their local stockbroker to give them some tips, right?
No, just like everybody in a 401k. You have options, and they choose options.
This is supposed to be a safety net.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What you're saying is, like Secretary Chu, people are making bad decisions. Well, we have to take away their light bulb. They're making bad decisions.
Here's the
we
point.
can't let them make bad decisions. They're making bad decisions with their money, and they're eating too much. The government has to step in and straighten this out. That's what's going on, and you like it? Come on.
That's a mischaracterization of what I'm saying. I'm saying that if this is a safety net, that we want to design for elderly people to have something when they reach their golden years.
Don't let them have the money. Hang on to it.
What I'm saying is that they can't be held responsible for that if they're engaged in the risks of the free market. Because, can you imagine all the people who would have invested in the stock market and face retirement, and then they hit the big whack in 2007, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
I mean, you can lose your shirt in the stock market. Okay, but I'm saying if they're not trained to do it, they're not skilled to invest. What is it? 90% of individual investors lose money in the stock market. It's a huge number.
Individual investors do a lot worse than the market overall, because what they tend to do is when it goes up, they get excited and they put money in, so they buy high. Then it's going down, they get panicky and they sell out. Which is just the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
What do you call it? Market timing, right? That's what they're trying to do.
The market timing is.
All right, I have more questions for you. We're going to take a break, and we only got 2 or 3 minutes, so let's have some more questions. All right, do you want our elected leaders to make stopping illegal immigration a top national priority?
Not the top.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we need a balanced immigration policy. I think George Bush I mean, they almost had it worked out.
They did.
Where they had some kind of I don't want to call it amnesty, but they had some kind of a policy that will allow all these 11 or 12 million people to stay here on some legal basis. You're not going to throw them all out.
No.
That isn't going to happen.
I've gone back to this, okay? We had the DREAM Act that was rejected by the Republicans, okay? They have a better plan. Typical of the Republicans, they have no plan.
I haven't heard it yet.
They have no plan, right. So they asked Romney what his plan was, and we might have mentioned this last week, and he said, well, he would announce it after he was elected, but it'd be a good plan. That's your guy, okay? That's who you're getting. Don't tell me he's not your guy.
It's the best choice we got.
I understand, okay.
He's my guy in terms of I'll vote for him.
All right. Do you support immediate and total repeal of the Obamacare health care legislation? They could name it, the actual name of the act would have been nice. But anyway, so the Obamacare.
The patient patient protection and an affordable care act.
Yeah, it's good. In fact, it's an accurate name, actually.
It's just ridiculous.
But what is your answer to this? Are you
immediate repeal? Yes.
Yeah.
It's dreadful.
Well, you didn't have to add that. You just you want immediate. All right.
Immediately.
Have the government and news media, they got to lump them together, provided information to ensure that citizens have a good understanding of the composition, impact, and cost of the Democrat-passed Obamacare health legislation? What's the answer to that? What do you say? Have they done a good job with that?
I think the information's out there. I think that the problem with people's lack of understanding is they're too busy watching American Idol. And they're the product of the union-driven education system in this country.
But what is that program where they have the people who lose the most weight get some kind of
America's Biggest Loser.
America's Biggest Loser. Yeah. So I think that would be the nickname for the Republican Party. But anyway, all right. Do you believe you can receive the same quality of health care and accessibility to quality care through a federal government-run health care system?
Yes. Of course you can. We're doing it.
Well,
the senators receive great health care. That's a federal system. I received good health care under the military.
That's a surprise answer because they want you to put no on that. I mean, that's what they're looking for. All right. They've got some great questions here. I'm not going to ask you for any of these.
Do they even tabulate these answers? I wonder if they do. They probably don't.
This one appeals to the to the right nuts. Okay. Do you support Roe v. Wade? Do you believe life begins at conception? Should federal funds be nonprofit organizations whose primary function is conducting abortions? I mean, all these. Can you?
Well,
I'll tell you what. That's your people, though. Okay, they're appealing to the party loyal there, and then they want you to send a check. And by the way, this is in red here. Do not destroy this document.
Better not. It's got a barcode on there.
And it's got a barcode.
That means it's official.
Well,
don't leave it around here. These liberals will destroy it.
Well, that's how they know who you are. That barcode probably relates to who they sent it to, so you can track it.